Hello, everyone. My name is Bazola, and I am one of the co-founders of SuperX. And today, we're excited to introduce our latest feature, our AI-powered feature called Smart Money. Now, for those that are familiar with SuperX, it is a copy trading platform as well as a trading platform for perps and spot, all entirely built on Hyperliquid. And with SuperX, because you can copy trade, sometimes it can be hard to find the right wallets to copy trade. And that's why we built Smart Money powered by AI. So the whole idea of the Smart Money category here, which is one of the many categories that is available when looking for wallets to copy trade, is that it does the work for you. So every so often, this list is updated with some of the best performing wallets currently trading on Hyperliquid that you can choose to copy trade with SuperX. Here we can see the preview of the P&L chart of all of these AI-powered smart money wallets. They look fantastic, they're performing well, and as you can see, I myself actually already copy traded two of them with my current balance of about $4,000. And that's what makes this feature so great. It shortcuts all of the work of finding wallets yourself to copy trade. So instead, you can rely on Smart Money. Of course, you want to make sure you do your own research. You want to make sure that the settings you have for the copy trade make sense and fit your own personal trading goals or investment goals to make sure it makes sense. So let's actually head into one of these wallets. So let's look at the one that I'm currently copy trading. We can take the Momentum Vault as an example. Now, this is a wallet that I've been copy trading for a while now. And as you can tell, it performs great. So let's actually just walk through it. It's a vault on Hyperliquid. The TVL is low, but I wouldn't worry too much about the TVL, actually. And the margin usage, the average margin usage tends to be about 0.4%. Now, why wouldn't I worry too much about the TVL of the wallet or the vault? Some people will think, hey, don't I want to make sure I'm copy trading something that has $100,000 or $200,000 as a balance? Not necessarily. What's more important is the trading strategy and the performance of the wallet. And as you can see, this vault has a phenomenal trading performance. As you can see, they've managed to turn about, $3, since May of this year, 2025, into $288, right? Which is a phenomenal performance at 100% win rate. And you might think, hey, why would I want to copy trade something that only has a tiny balance? And that's why we built the Smart Money AI-powered feature. Is to surface wallets that are fantastic that you might miss because you might have certain biases against them. So when we actually look at the wallet, the performance is amazing. It's phenomenal. It trades different assets like Hype, like Doge, XRP. And as you can see, it hasn't lost a single trade, right? And so when it comes to copy trading the wallet, something that you might have in your mind might be, hey, this wallet only has 25 cents in profits or 20 cents in profits. I wouldn't worry about that. That's why at SuperX, we built the copy size feature. So with the copy size feature, it allows you to use a larger percentage of your margin for each trade. So how the feature normally works at, say, 1x, right? It means it would copy the same margin that the wallet is using. So at 1x multiplier, my trade would use 0.42% of my margin, which is quite low, right? I want more of it doesn't really produce much of a return. That's why I increased the multiplier such that I would actually be using 7 times the 0.42 value when it comes to of my margin when placing a copy trade. And that's the sort of thing you want to look for to make sure that the strategy works for you. You can make any kind of edits you want to make sure that, when you do copy, you're getting a lot more squeeze for your juice, right? And so if we actually head into my wallet from one of these, so I can show you the performance of the copy trades, we can see some great. I'm up currently, a nice amount. And as you can see, the returns from copy trading that wallet has been closer to $8, $10, $9 by increasing the copy size multiplier. And you can do that as well. And some people, they prefer to shoot for bigger returns. Some people like more consistent returns. It just really depends on what your strategy is. For me, I'm happy for more consistent returns with a higher balance and being able to increase the copy size multiplier as a result. But that's just one example of the power of the SuperX Smart Money AI powered feature, but it isn't just that vault. There are plenty of other vaults that you can look at. So as an example, let's look at this guy. Again, the general trend that we're seeing is these wallets have phenomenal P&L or equity charts, as they say, and this isn't any different. But this wallet is quite different to the one I just showed you. You know, it has a much larger balance of close to $700,000. It isn't a vault; it's actually a wallet now, but the performance is just as great. And as you can tell, this wallet doesn't just run, long only strategies. It also goes long and short. So that's a great, trend to see if you actually, want to see a bit more shorts in your trading style. And so let's look again. Looking at this wallet, you can see again the win rate is actually not that high. So you can tell that this guy is more of a swing trader. He likes to ride his wins for a longer period of time. It will hold for quite a while. In this case, he's been holding this hype position for 7 days, but he's been riding that to Valhalla, as they say, with this $80,000 return. That's close to actually 10% of his perp equity in one trade, which is just phenomenal to see. You can actually see that his losses are a lot smaller, actually. $1,000, 1.3, but his gains, they can really be ridden, and you can see that the time, the length of time he holds them for. And that's really the power of the smart money AI powered feature, right? It's meant to surface out these gems of a trader, right? Because you might miss them. You might, when you're filtering by yourself, right? For example, in the alt app, you might say, hey, you know what? I only want a wallet that has a win rate above 80%. And if you have that filter, you would instantly miss this trader, right? Because the filter is quite sensibly, you want to have, a high win rate wallet. But actually, when you look at the growth of this guy's wallet, you can see that wasn't the right approach. And that's the power of the SuperX AI powered smart money feature. It is meant to surface out traders that have interesting, different, but quite clearly successful strategies that you might struggle to find by yourself, and it does it for you. Of course, as with any other wallet, you want to make sure that you're doing the work to analyze it, to make sure that the performance is to your liking, the trading style is to your liking, such that you aren't caught off guard when you start copy trading these traders. But here's another example of a smart money wallet. Again, as you can all see, the equity performance has been phenomenal. The win rate has been gorgeous. And again, it seems to be adopting, a long only strategy, but with an interesting ticker. It isn't Hype or Bitcoin in this case, or Solana. It's actually, ENA, which is very interesting. It's World Liberty Financial, it's Altcoin. And so you see a tiny bit more variability, at least in this trader style. And of course, like the other smart money wallet features, or traders, should I say, is also just as accurate. And so I hope this video has given you more context on the AI powered smart money feature and why it's so useful. Because again, it does really save you the time of having to, trudge and find great traders on your own. In this case, actually, you can just, reference the smart money category and try to see if there's any traders that you might like, and therefore you might want to consider copy trading. Like myself, I'm already copy trading 2 of them. And so, of course, I am leveraging this feature to great success. And so something that you might want to consider doing yourself as well. But that's it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, definitely check out the SuperX AI powered smart money feature. If you're copy trading, again, it's available, not just across Telegram, but it also on web as well. And so make sure to check it out. If you want to copy trade on Hyperliquid, SuperX is certainly the place to go. Make sure you leave any comments if you have any questions or thoughts. But if not, I will see you in the next one. Thanks.